Welcome everyone to the weekly BEAT Muscular Dystrophy question and answer video. On Wednesday, June 8th, I sent out a Facebook post in which I said I'd be answering the first 10 people who asked a question, so here are my responses to those 10 people. I'm going to start off with a question from Michele Koch, who wrote, I have a very rare form of muscular dystrophy called Congenital Fiber Type Disproportion. Have you heard of it? And is there a way to beat it? I am not near any MD clinics. No doctor seems to know how to help me other than exercise, but I've been going downhill despite all that. Thanks. Okay, so Angela, first of all, it is important to know you are not alone. Medical doctors have never helped my family since 1940. In fact, no medical doctor in the world seems to know how to actually beat muscular dystrophy. And to answer your question, I have never heard of congenital fiber type disproportion. To me, it seems that researchers are inventing new diseases every day. I did a quick Google search to see exactly what your diagnosis is, but I believe there is a way to beat it, based on reading over 100,000 newspaper articles and being mentored by a naturopathic doctor. I have found that all disease and illness starts with nutrition. Now, this does not mean eating a few fruits and vegetables every day is the answer, but what it does mean is that if you start an intensive, strict nutritional regimen using essential building block nutrients, you will, for the first time since your diagnosis, actually start feeling better and start beating your diagnosis. Thanks for your question, Angela, and I will be messaging you a special coupon code that will allow you to try out the BEAT Muscular Dystrophy coaching program for $4.99 for 30 days. And this offer applies to all of you who sent in a question as well. Jeanette Navarro, you asked, my son is gaining weight. How can I help him with that and understand his changes? He's only 8. Hello, Jeanette. With your son only being 8 and gaining weight, I highly recommend you start him on the BEAT Muscular Dystrophy coaching program. If his weight gain is to be stopped, a number of changes are going to have to be done starting with his diet. The official BEAT Muscular Dystrophy food guide has a list of the 15 foods that should be avoided. A diet change will be a great start, but he'll also need to start giving his body some essential nutrients. The naturopathic doctor I work with says that weight gain starts with nutritional deficiencies as well. So thanks for your question, Jeanette. Michele Koch, you asked, is swimming a good exercise for Charcot Marie Tooth or is stretching better? Hey Michelle, so swimming is a great exercise as far as movement is concerned and getting the blood flowing for Charcot Marie Tooth or any other forms of muscular dystrophy. Stretching is a great idea. I stretch my legs every day myself and always feel better afterwards when I get up and walk. Now, swimming and stretching would better be combined with healthier food choices and nutritional supplementation. Think of the body as a new hotel being built. There are certain things that need to be provided, such as concrete, steel, wood, etc. Now, what will eventually happen if a hotel is not reinforced with, let's say, steel? The floors would eventually collapse over the years because the proper materials were not provided in the structure to keep it in great shape. This applies to the human body. If you are missing any one of the essential nutrients needed for optimal health, you can guarantee that disease and illness will develop. My 200+ video research library shows all of the evidence I have compiled pointing to this ideology, which interestingly has already been proven in over 800 species of animals. Thanks for your question, Michelle. Tonya Evette Lott-Wickson, you commented, my son has Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy. He is 4. What can I do to make him feel more like his brothers and sister? Hi Tanya. Well, after hearing my first 3 questions, you are probably getting an idea of what you can do, so I won't repeat myself too much. But this is what I will say. With him being 4 years old, you have definitely just increased the odds of him feeling more like his brothers and sisters just by watching this video. Results are not typical, of course, when people join my program, as that depends purely on the effort of people with muscular dystrophy themselves and parents sticking with a healthy diet and a strict nutritional supplement plan for more than 1 month. I do have a list of testimonies on beatmusculardystrophy.com, so I'd recommend you reading those and then deciding if you'd like to give my coaching program a try. And remember, I'll be sending you a coupon code to try out my program for 30 days for just under $5. Thanks for your question, Tanya. Rachel Miller, you asked, how do you cope with losing a sibling to muscular dystrophy or losing a son to it like my mom and dad did back in 2012? I enjoy your videos and quotes, but all I can think of is my little brother Dakota, and I miss him so much. I know the Lord takes the ones that are ready, and that everything happens for a reason, but I believe, and always will believe, that I should have went before him because he was so young. Hello, Rachel. That is quite a deep question, but I will answer it to the best of my abilities. First of all, I believe we are all energy. If that being true, then we never really go anywhere. If your brother Dakota was watching over you, do you think he'd rather see you be sad, or would he want you to keep positive thoughts and memories of him? Now obviously, my expertise does not include to what happens after we die. That's for someone in that field who is interested in that. But hypothetically, I know Dakota would want to see those positive memories flow and not sadness. I think it's great to show sadness for a while, but if it keeps going on, it's not going to be good for your health, and it will certainly keep making you feel more sad. I believe life is meant for experiences, that life is just a glimpse of what it's like to be a physical being, that your body is just the shell containing your energy and ultimately spirit. Now, depending on what you believe yourself, none of this will apply to you or anyone else who does not believe what I am saying. But one thing we can all agree on is that positive memories will keep happy moods flowing, and sad memories will just bring more sadness to you. Thanks for your question, Rachel, and I hope that helped you out a little bit. Stacee Schubert, you asked, is there a difference between Charcot Marie and muscular dystrophy? Hello, Stacee. To answer your question, Charcot Marie is just another form of muscular dystrophy. Back in the 1930s and 1940s, muscular dystrophy was just grouped as one disease called progressive muscular dystrophy. Today, obviously there are hundreds of new types of muscular dystrophy being invented with the microscope. I say invented because each discovery is actually patented for the use of particular pharmaceutical drugs, and you can actually search those on Google and see for yourself. Thanks for your question, Stacee. Harrison Leff, you asked, what is the best way to increase circulation in the body? Hey Harrison, I like the name. The best way I know of to increase circulation in the body is to get regular massages or simply use the vector machine every day. The vector machine is a form of electric stimulation that focuses on the nerves, not the muscles. The typical electric stimulation machine focuses on muscles, but vector is quite different, as you don't actually feel any electric currents. Vector uses a very low voltage, and this indirectly benefits the muscles, because when nerve endings are stimulated, it actually helps get the blood flowing. For example, my uncle, when he was still alive, used the vector machine. After only 2 days of treatment, he was able to move his toes again, and it had been quite a few years since he was last able to do that. And in fact, my family helped fund the Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy vector clinical trial, which was FDA approved. The patients in the study showed improvements ranging from 60% to as high as 165%. What I find amazing is that this study has never been mentioned once in the press. I find that ironic because the hyped up exon skipping drugs, which have a projected price tag of over $300,000 annually for one child if approved, has only showed a 0.9% increase in dystrophin production. I don't know about you, but I think 165% improvements are better than a 0.9% improvement, and I'd rather spend $4,500 once for huge improvements compared to $3 million over a 10-year period for minimal improvements. And of course, supplying your body with the essential nutrients it requires will also help with circulation in the body, especially the mineral copper. Thanks for your question, Harrison. Irma Rosales, you said, my daughter has myotonic dystrophy type 1, and her friend passed away last year who had type 2. I understand hers is more aggressive because of repeats. She's been doing CrossFit at school and is tired, but she is stronger. What else can she do to help stop muscle depletion, as doctors just want to put her on meds for spasms and VPap for air at night? I saw the downside of VPap on my husband's lungs and don't want the same for my daughter. What can I do to help her? Thanks. Blessings. Hello, Irma. I can definitely relate to your daughter. I actually did some CrossFit routines a few years ago, to the best of my abilities, of course. I indeed did get stronger, but I overdid it, and it just made me very tired in the long run. Obviously, she is already defying the odds if she is experiencing strength improvements, so that is a great start. But if she adds the nutritional recommendations that I offer in the BEAT Muscular Dystrophy coaching program into her everyday routine, she is going to see a tremendous jump in improvements with her CrossFit exercise routine and general health. The medical doctors want to put her on drugs and the VPap, because that is what they have been trained to do, unfortunately. They only offer what they were taught in medical school, which is using drugs and surgery. And intensive nutritional therapies are not something they were taught, so they have no other means of trying to help people with muscular dystrophy. Thanks for your question, Irma. Sheila Russell, you asked, are you selling a cure for muscular dystrophy? Hello, Sheila. I do not sell a cure, as that is forbidden to say by the Food and Drug Administration. What I sell is an educational product called the BEAT Muscular Dystrophy Coaching Program. Cure is a big word to use when it comes to health, as there are many claims in what you can't say or do involving humans. However, what I can claim is that muscular dystrophy in animals was proven to be cured with nutritional approaches in the 1950s and the 1960s. I can say that because it's been 100% proven, and I've been saying this for over 3 years now. I actually have over 200 videos included in my coaching program showing the evidence and truth behind nutritional approaches for muscular dystrophy. Thank you for your question, Sheila, and I'll be messaging you with your coupon code to try the BEAT Muscular Dystrophy program for 30 days for just under $5. Logan Reed, you asked, what kind of treatments are currently being developed to further a cure for muscular dystrophy? Hello, Logan. Well, I will always be the first to say that I do not support conventional ideologies for the approach in muscular dystrophy. But currently, the headlines are gene therapy, exon skipping, and CRISPR. I will touch on a few things with the CRISPR approach. It is my opinion that science is advancing too far in trying to use chemical elements to alter the DNA sequence in humans. From what I have learned, diseases are not genetic, but merely what is termed epigenetics. And epigenetics, in simple terms, means that essential nutrients have direct impact on the structure of DNA, and this can be passed down through generations. Epigenetics makes sense to me based on what I have learned. If you don't agree with that, that's fine. I'm not trying to prove anyone otherwise. We all have different mindsets. I just like to look at a whole spectrum of ideas and pick out the best ones that match my current mindset. Whether you do that or not, I'm not to judge. But anyways, with CRISPR, the idea behind it is that they are attempting to basically cut away a piece of damaged chromosome and try to patch it up. However, some scientists are questioning whether this is ethical, as there is some unknown dangers in this. But the good news is, the BEAT Muscular Dystrophy coaching program is not complicated. All it requires is an open mind and having the attitude of, I will try anything and everything until I start beating muscular dystrophy. Thank you for your question, Logan. That's it for this week's questions, but before you close out this video, let me show you what you can expect when you actually join the BEAT Muscular Dystrophy coaching program. And this is what it looks like once you're inside. So I'm just going to click on the login tab on beatmusculardystrophy.com. Once you're logged in, you'll get access to informative videos along with helpful PDF downloads. The videos are set up in separate categories. So for example, you have the 1930s category, the 1940s category, and so forth. I'm going to scroll back to the top and show you the first category, which has 4 lessons to complete. So here we have an introduction video, a 20-minute narration video of the muscular dystrophy paradigm shift document. I have a 17-page muscular dystrophy food guide, and I have a muscular dystrophy nutritional protocol PDF download. I mean, this program is absolutely going to provide you with immense value. All of this is just $19 a month, and you get my full complete support anytime you have questions, which is an infinite value. Thanks for watching this video, everyone, and I'll be talking to you soon.